Guys, my name is Edquinu and welcome to my YouTube channel Aesthetic E, home for quality self-improvement and fitness content. Today I just want to talk about why we need momentum, about making momentum our friend. You see, momentum is basically described as it's a physics term, a scientific term that is described as what makes an object in motion stay in motion. You know, if something is moving, what makes it keep moving is momentum. You know, and the opposite of momentum is inertia. And that's the tendency of an object that is resting to stay at rest. You see, so when you have momentum, right, you have to keep it up as much as possible, because inertia is always looking for a way to creep in. You know, basically how this applies to our life is when you want to start something, right? When you want to start something, there's so much inertia, like, you know, it's hard for you to move from A to B. You know, it's hard for you to move from 0 to 1 because you're an object at rest and you want to stay at rest. Rest here can mean basically what you're already doing. You know, for instance, if you're scrolling on social media and you are in your comfort zone, it's harder for you to push yourself to do a work you know you're supposed to do, because you know that work can take some energy and time and effort, you know. So to conquer that inertia, you have to make momentum your friend. In other words, do what you can, like do the little you can to keep the ball rolling, and do the next and do the next. And I know it sounds easier than it is, but baby steps, you know. Like the main thing is you getting in the field, you starting. You know, you putting all the distractions aside and sitting down and saying, today I'm going to do this. Give yourself a deadline and the amount you're trying to do today, and just do it. You know, just do it. And the more you do it, the more you're going to build momentum. Because honestly, if you always give into inertia, you know, time is going to run out before you know it. You know, before you realize, you look back and hours have been wasted, days have been wasted, months and years have been wasted. And all for what, you know? So you have to make momentum your friend, and it's going to compound as time goes by. The more your results pile up, and you're going to look back and realize that you made the right decision, you see. And one reason for momentum is basically early feedback. There's a saying that goes like, the best defense for the future is speed. You know, I believe slow and steady wins the race, but I believe if you are able to be fast and steady, that's even better. You know, so as long as you are, if you combine speed with precision and accuracy, I think, you know, it's a recipe for success. You see, so if you have momentum on your side and like speed, basically you'll be able to get early feedback, in a sense that you know what works and what you should change sooner than later, so that once you know it soon and you work or you change it, then it will push you further. And then the more information you can keep having, the more iterations you can keep having, you know, the more you can keep learning what works and what doesn't work, and the more you can adapt, you know, based on that information. But if you are slow, maybe you waste so much. Maybe when you are going to realize something doesn't work will be later in the future, and you will have wasted so much time, and now changing it, even though, like, I don't believe it's too late, it's ever really too late. I believe there are times that it can be late, you know. So, or at least you miss the optimal time to do something. You know, there's always windows of opportunity. Okay, so basically, yeah, we have to be able to make momentum our friend, so that we can, you know, combat inertia, which is a thief of time, and so that we can also be able to get feedback and results that we can base our next moves on, you know, and measure our progress. Okay, so I don't want to make this video long. This is just on my mind, because I've been going through it, like certain things I'm supposed to do. Some I find it very easy to do, but some it's honestly like rather difficult. You know, there's some inertia and I have to push myself, you know. And but yeah, I end up doing it, and I believe we all should